Coming up in this video.
They so crazy to get followed by an alligator.
If you're okay with me being here, wow, thank you.
Some scary videos are just too much to handle. These are the 30 scary videos they will try to delete. Number 30. Body transport. The passed on must be transported to their final resting place, and whether you realize it or not, sometimes you're traveling with them. Shared on Twitter by Mr. Creepypasta, this scary video showing an apparent lifeless body in the cargo hold on a plane was originally posted on Reddit. The question is, why is this body not contained within a casket? Many in the comments are freaked out by this footage. Some refer to the 2008 Thai horror film Phobia, a film about the transportation of a princess's lifeless body by plane. This short clip, however, was not taken from the movie, and it's not clear if it's genuine or staged. I think it's real. What do you think? Number 29. Security guard and ghost. A strange encounter between a ghost and a security guard was captured on camera and published by TN. Hospital security camera footage shows the automatic doors opening and the security guard getting up to receive a patient. Only there's no one there. However, the guard clearly appears to see someone and is even captured directing the patient. He then closes the barrier and returns to his seat. When questioned later, the security guard claimed to have seen a female patient, whose details he jotted down in the registration folder. In a second video, he is seen offering the invisible patient a wheelchair. He said the woman was headed to the 9th floor to pick up some belongings, but when he didn't see her leave after significant time passed, he called the employees on the 9th floor who said they didn't attend to anyone. The patient's details matched those of a patient who had passed away the day prior in the sanitarium. This is the story that's been told. Do you believe it? Or is it all an act, as some suspect? I think this is authentic footage, and if it is an act, then give this man an Oscar. Number 28. Pulled from sofa. These kids are having a sleepover with evil. Shared by YouTube channel Wowza. The video's description says it's originally from TikTok, but the link they provide leads nowhere. The kids are first playing in the living room when the power shuts off. Later, after the power returns and they've fallen asleep, this happens. Where was he taken? My theory is that wherever he went, he didn't return the same boy. Number 27. Teleporter. Did this news clip just capture a real-life teleportation in action? Redditor Cat Daddy shared this clip that was captured on the news. Watch the background closely. Did you see it? The dude just blipped in out of nowhere. It truly looks like a portal just opened in the air and he walked through it. Nothing is altered in the foreground or background to make me suspect that this clip was altered, but there are varied opinions in the comments.
¿Y eso qué?
I agree with Joe Films. A morph transition can make it appear as though the speaker hasn't stopped talking, but elements in the background become distorted. In fact, Redditor Julian shares one of those elements. They didn't smooth out the reflections in the glass, seen here. Although I think this mystery has been solved, I kind of wish it hadn't been. Number 26. Call from the grave. Have you ever received a call from the beyond? TikToker Epic Paranormal posted this video explaining that their mom received a phone call from her uncle. The only problem is, he's passed away. I don't know about you, but that entire clip gave me chills. Many in the comments have similar stories, having received calls from their departed loved ones. Others have a feeling of dread after watching this clip. I can't blame them. If I got a voicemail like this, I would be terrified. Number 25. Never again. Would you get on a small wooden boat in a murky pond full of alligators? YouTube channel The Omar Gosh Vlogs dives right in this scary video. Can you see the gator in the water, drifting toward them? You might think these folks landed in gator territory by accident, but it looks like this is actually something people pay to do.
Guys, there's tons of hot dogs out there. Savannah looks hungry, don't you guys think?
The gators look like they could chomp them at any moment. In fact, the group is sandwiched in between them.
Look at these guys here. They so crazy to get followed by an alligator.
Break it in half, George. Break it in half.
Oh my god.
What do you think? Would you pay money to be gator bait? Me neither. Number 24. Kitchen ghost. Is this a Gordon Ramsay ghost getting fed up in the kitchen? This short clip was shared on YouTube of a ghost breaking a glass lid. That doesn't look like the lid simply dropped. It was blasted to pieces. But by what? Was it a ghost or something else unseen? I think the glass lid could have been shot through a nearby window, but that's my only theory. Share yours in the comments. Number 23. Imaginary friend. What would you do if your daughter's imaginary friend was a demon? Originally posted by TikToker Leo Lords 15. This video was shared by YouTube channel blah blah and is now trending in the Arabic-speaking YouTube community. The TikToker explains that her daughter has been communicating with someone ever since they moved into this old house.
Hey, so we are just moving in. I'm literally, it's such a mess. I'm sorry, but my daughter has been talking to an imaginary friend.
After letting it run, this is what she found.
It looks beautiful and funny. What are you guys doing? Do you want to play?
While talking with her stuffed animals and or her imaginary friend, the closet door opens on its own.
Come on, push.
A strange growling noise is heard. The girl seems to hear it too and takes it as her cue to leave. Imaginary friends will always be creepy, but I'm not sold on the growling noises. It sounds like it's edited in. In fact, it sounds less like growling and more like someone drinking from a straw. What do you think? Is this girl's imaginary friend a demonic creature, or is this a sound effect? Number 22. Stuff moves on its own. This poltergeist is about to throw down. Redditor What I Imagine shares this video of a very aggressive ghost. Due to the poltergeist's aggression, I'm convinced that this isn't staged. How can anything but the paranormal act unseen with such aggression? Many in the comments think this video was staged with fishing line. I don't know though. It looks pretty compelling to me. Number 21. Spirit takes them. A spirit pulls a member of the YouTube team, Casa Sobrenatural, down a staircase in this scary video. Upon first entering the haunted place, they hear something, and they discover a rope tied to a wooden beam overhead.
A gente acabou de escutar os passos ali. Calma, Der. Tá muito iluminado ali, acho que não. Normal. E a corda continua aqui, aquela corda, cara, que tinha aqui, ó. Parecia que uma pessoa tava querendo se enforcar.
Is that a noose? As they continue their search of the place, they hear a voice.
Escutou a voz aqui, ó. Olha lá. Escutou a voz?
Credo, Sandro.
They hear something again and start to head upstairs.
Sério, cara, que eu tô falando assim.
O que foi isso?
Meu Deus. Pega a maleta.
Sandro, o que foi isso?
Vamos lá. Nossa. Não, aqui eu sei, aqui. Não vai, gente.
But they soon wish they wouldn't have.
Pegar aí.
Vamos sair daqui.
Nossa, pegar aí.
Vamos sair daqui.
Ô, cara. Meu Deus do céu, Sandro. Que cara? Ô, velho. Ô, Lucas.
What just dragged this crew member down the stairs? If it is indeed a spirit, I wouldn't be following it downward. It may be leading this team to the fiery depths below. Number 20. Old school investigation. While testing out their ghost equipment at an abandoned school, this group of friends got more than they bargained for. YouTube team Sixth Sense Paranormal is using a spirit box when they hear a door slam and footsteps. They stop to listen.
If someone is up there, can you please slam the door one more time? If you do that, I will leave.
We'll pause the spirit box so you can give us time to respond.
Oh, that's footsteps. I don't know what you're talking about. Hello?
It's a fire truck. What is happening?
They consider going upstairs.
No, I'm not going up there. Are you f***ing insane? Did you not hear the now? Are you deaf? Are you blind? Why the f*** do we go up there then?
But Adam does end up going up there.
Pop something down here with the box. Dad, you're and why would I do that without a camera? Then wait down here.
Alright, but you're standing in front of me. Can you just ask me one more time before we go?
They hear a knock, and after a while, they both go upstairs to do a spirit box session. That's when this happens.
That sounded like something. Okay. Oh!
The channel writes that it isn't a joke or staged. If we take their word for it, I think the spirits were on the verge of communicating something important to them, and the door slamming may actually have been a door opening. Number 19. Lie of the Jinn. What are the Jinns trying to hide? YouTube team Paranormal Mai confronts the lie of the Jinn in this scary video. After walking through this empty bare home, he returns to this room where he finds a strange setup.
Bismillah. Allahu Ekber.
Did a djinn just enter this home? If so, where is it? I wouldn't look over your shoulder if I were you.
Karşımda duruyor sandım. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Number 18. UAP, an unidentified aerial phenomena, also known as a UAP, was captured at Dreamland in Dripping Springs, Texas, and shared by Redditor My Brian on Acid.
What are you doing?
Recording the alien spaceship.
Yeah, me too.
It's like not moving at all.
The uploader says another source reported on this same sighting.
And it's like way higher than the planes that just flew by. It's like further away. It's not moving at all.
Well, let's see if it's up there after we play.
The post the Redditor is referring to was captured by someone walking their dog who believed the UAP to be a planet, but once they looked at it through their binoculars, they noticed a dark center and a haze around the object. In the comments, Redditor Cronin Siglos appeared to crack the code, writing that it's a high-altitude balloon called an HBAL 604. After seeing one of these, I have to agree.
And it's like way higher than the planes that just flew by. It's like further away. It's not moving at all.
Number 17. Ghost Children. YouTube team Extinct File explores an abandoned mansion where they're tormented by ghost children. Inside the dark and dreary place, they find this unsettling picnic.
Madres, güey. Comida.
They turn toward another room and a moment later see this.
Ay, Dios. No mames.
After a while, they hear some barking in the distance and then something much closer.
Todo esto es de mármol, güey. Todo esto.
As they head upstairs to investigate, this happens.
Ay, Dios. No te pases de lanza. No mames. No mames.
Later, they try to communicate with the ghost children.
Que se quiera comunicar con nosotros.
This is what they saw.
Hijo de la...
Did you see it too? I'm pretty certain that was a ghost child, and if it was, the crew had better watch their backs. Number 16. You won't last here. This place is so haunted that seasoned paranormal investigators can't last more than an hour here. So let's see how the YouTube crew from the Paranormal Files does. First, below the bird chatter, they hear footsteps. And it doesn't take long for them to hear them again.
Keep going.
Then they hear it again, down a hallway this time.
Yes, I heard that.
Soon they hear a knock. And for some reason, they decide to turn the lights off.
Check this out. I'm gonna turn the light out for a sec. Oh, Jesus. Sorry.
As their paranormal devices go off, they hear another noise.
What was that?
I don't know. You know what that sounded like? It sounded like somebody picked up your bag and slammed it on the ground.
They reset their devices only for them to be triggered again moments later.
Oh, What the Bro, I just reset that on camera too.
Yeah, we got it.
Isn't that where Wyatt got scratched?
Yep.
When they ask the spirits to walk near a device, they make a noise off screen instead.
It starts to light up more if you can walk near it at any time while we're here. That'll show us that you have some energy. Did you hear that? Yeah, that was a
Then one of the crew feels something on him.
So that when we walked over there, it said that they were evil, they're a demon, and then it said scratch.
Someone just crawled up my leg.
Every time they try to interact through devices, the spirits demonstrate that they don't need them.
That you can speak to us. Dude, where the did that just come from?
And then a door slams.
This place is eerie, dude. I don't have any devices on.
Door, bro.
Where?
And the knocking continues. As the tour continues, another door slams.
Did you not hear that?
No, what was it?
It was just like a slam, but way further away, like the front door.
And whatever energy is there starts to affect them physically.
We want to try this experiment with you. This object... You good? You good? You feeling like you're choking?
Yet they continue to communicate with them.
Okay, you can't choke me. But who are you? You had an injury?
The fear crescendos.
We are watching you? I heard that too.
Something just tapped me on the... Something just tapped me on the shoulder.
I heard like a little
Something
tap.
just did this.
Until they've had enough.
We're gonna make our way out of here. We just want to say...
After watching this video, I can see why no one lasts more than an hour in here. This is one of the most active haunted places I've ever seen. Number 15, Shadow Figure. Once you've investigated enough haunted places, you're bound to encounter a shadow figure or two. YouTuber Dennis from Dark Life faces off with one in this haunted house. Did you see it? There's definitely something there, but it's not there for long. After it crosses the room, it vanishes completely. I think this demon won't reveal its full nature. At this point, he is but a shadow. Number 14, Summoning La Llorona. Warning, if you summon La Llorona, prepare for the worst. While investigating the Hinsdale house, YouTuber Mo Sargi summoned the Weeping Woman, and he lived to regret it. While speaking through a spirit box, he received some answers.
Was there actually an exorcism here? Oh my, that was a yes.
And like an evil. Like it was mad.
But the interview is cut short.
Was it a priest? Behind you, behind you! What, behind you? Something just appeared behind you. Something just appeared behind you.
What?
Like a mist, like a
Oh my god.
Holy
I don't blame him. I'd be done too if I'd just seen La Llorona in the flesh. Number 12, Haunted Place. While exploring this haunted place, YouTuber Rodolfo Augusto and his crew are trying to escape the creature. Let's see if they do. They find a mysterious jar inside the home, but as they're examining it, a bang is heard.
Alguém abre?
Não sei. Opa, cacete.
Quem tá aí?
Eu acho que é o vento, mano. Tá vendo? Ó, ó, olha ali, ó. Ó.
They try to open the jar, but again hear a noise.
Não é vento, não. Você vai tacar um negócio?
Foi reação.
They push this door open but are too scared to enter.
Será que tem alguém aqui? Ui! Isso aí não é vento, não.
And yet it won't stop.
É vento.
Que é aquilo, velho?
Que é aquilo ali na porta?
That's when they finally see it.
Eu vi.
That's all I need for my dreams to forever be nightmares. Number 11, 3 a.m. challenge. YouTuber Hype Mike and his crew completed the 3 a.m. challenge, which he says changed their lives forever. Let's see how. Part of the challenge involves banging pots and pans together.
2, 1. Yo. What happened? That's like down the back. Nah. No, me too. I'm not even doing it. Wait.
After splitting up, they're in the cellar, where a chair starts rocking on its own, and then they hear a scream.
Okay, we're solid. Oh god. I have my watch. What the f is that? Shh. What happened? I don't know. Get them. What are we gonna do?
They come out of their hiding spot and find one of the crew's flashlights abandoned on the floor.
Dude, what? Someone's flashlight. Uh-oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Hello? Hello? Shh.
Then they hear something on the stairs.
What? Stop. Wait, talking. Dude, something's up there. What the? No, who's under the table.
What is this figure? They watch and listen in horror as the thing moves around. Later, they spot the figure down a hallway. They realize it's not their friend, and in the end, they nearly get stuck inside this home forever.
Dude, it's coming. From which way?
The stairs. The stairs.
The stairs. Okay.
Away from it. Get away from it. Away from
the
it.
windows? Yeah. Windows. There's nothing.
No, I'm telling. There's another exit over here, bro.
What was that figure? Was it the devil? 3 a.m. is the devil's hour, so I'd put my money on it, and it's no wonder that these guys' lives have been forever changed. I don't think I'd ever sleep again. Number 10, Jinn Tribe. If you're hunting for Jinn, you better be prepared. YouTube team HDadam Paranormal searches for the creatures in this paranormal home, and they find them. The radio first signals that a being stands in this corner. As they continue around the haunted home, they encounter this shadow figure. The shadow disappears, so they try to speak to the spirit. That's when they hear this.
Burada olduğunu farkındayım. Duyuyor musun?
Duyuyorum abi.
İnşallah arkadaşlar mikrofona bu ses geliyordur.
They hear unexplained banging as they search the place.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Gel lan dur. Gel buraya. Gel buraya. Gel buraya. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Another bang and then their sound goes out. Later, a strange rolling sound is heard.
Şuraya.
And something seems to be playing around with them.
Abi.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Duydun mu lan sesi?
Duydum.
Maybe it's this.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Euzubillahimineşşeytanirracim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Was this figure behind all of this paranormal activity? I'm of the opinion that there are multiple jinn active here. Number 9. Red Lady's room. While investigating the Misfa Hotel in Nevada, Amy's crypt encountered some paranormal activity from the infamous Lady in Red. Amy leads us to her room, where they'll be staying for the evening.
I am going to call the elevator. We're only going up one floor, but I wanted to bring you guys in this thing because it is super old, and there has been people to have paranormal experiences in here, namely men. So the woman who haunts this hotel.
A still camera in the room captures this subtle female voice. While exploring the hallways of the hotel, they hear another unexplained sound.
What was that? The light or the frame? Something just clicked.
I did say make a noise for us, and then a noise. Was it up here?
Yeah, I feel like it was that light.
They continue exploring while using the Ghost Tube app, and a spirit has a question for them.
Why did you come?
Did I just say, why did you come?
What? And we're literally about to enter the 5th floor, the most haunted floor.
And the pressure is on.
Leave here.
Okay, we're gonna go to our room.
When they enter the Red Lady room, they hear what sounds like a woman's voice again.
Weird. You hear that?
Here it is from the inside. Is the Red Lady waiting for them here? I'm sure she is, and they've had plenty of warnings to leave, so when things go bottom up, I guess it's time to get out ASAP. Number 8. The Royal Arcade. While exploring the Royal Arcade in Keighley in the UK, the YouTube team Staffordshire Paranormal Explorers encounters an abundance of paranormal activity. As they communicate with the spirits, they hear what sounds like a door moving.
We heard a dragging noise in here before, or possible footstep shuffling.
What was that?
They hear unexplained taps and knocks.
Got 2 knocks?
Yeah. It was like dun dun.
As they continue throughout the place, a disembodied whistle or whisper is heard.
Okay, spirits, we know you're here with us now.
And not long after, 2 thuds are heard.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Later, a distinct whistle sounds.
I heard a whistle, man.
In my opinion, this place is creepy enough without all the whispers and whistles, but the paranormal activity really puts it over the edge. Number 7. Haunted Mansion. What dark secrets does this mansion hold? YouTube team Dark Arts TV is about to find out as they visit the haunted Doomsday House. While wandering through the hallowed halls, they're told where it comes from.
That's where it comes from. I was pointing my camera down there. That's where it comes from. What? So he stood at the end of this basement, the cellar.
While using a spirit box, he hears distant bangs.
Oh, what the hell was that? Whoa. was coming from in here.
The sound seems to be playing tricks on him.
Back up over here.
The unexplained bangs are really getting under his skin.
Not gonna lie, I'm pretty petrified now. Bang then.
Then he hears disembodied footsteps.
There's footsteps coming from that way.
Is something down in this doomsday cellar with him? If so, I think he's doomed. Number 6, SoCal unidentified flying object, submitted to the Chills Narrator subreddit by A Growing Lotus, filmed in the Inland Empire in Southern California. This redditor suspects these lights are a part of an unidentified flying object. Let's watch their submission and see what they're talking about.
Is there 3 of them?
Yeah, it's like 3. What is that?
But then, Mom, stars? What the heck is?
Keep recording it, because that is weird. And the way they're moving, like up and down, airplanes don't do that. Airplanes don't move up and down like that.
And it's not a drone either.
What? The other one's kind of disappearing.
There was certainly some debate about this video in the comments. Adventurous Ad 2736 wondered if they were paper lanterns, to which the uploader responded saying, "They move too fast up and down and I don't think paper lanterns can do that." And Faded Claws YT wrote, "It's probably just those drones people use for light shows and stuff," to which the uploader responded saying, "They didn't look like drones in person, but who knows? They were extremely bright. You can't tell in the video unfortunately, and they disappeared eventually. So which side are you on here? Paper lanterns, drones, or a legit unidentified flying object? Let me know in the comments."
I thought I was hallucinating at first.
And that one, the other one's like already
Disappearing. I'm having like a really weird deja vu feeling.
Just go wait now.
But the other one's kind of disappearing. Did they just disappear? There's
one right there. There's 2 on that side.
Number 5, abandoned film set. Dan from Nighthawk's Paranormal explores an abandoned film set in the middle of the woods. It was last in use from 2012 to 2014, and it's believed to have been abandoned due to the site being super haunted. When Dan arrives on site, he asks if there's a presence here, using his K2 to communicate.
If there's a presence in this area with me, can you come forward and make this device flash in my hand? Thank you.
Dan hears something nearby.
Guys, I can literally hear talking and movement. It's just where?
He's also feeling unnerved.
Getting loads and loads of chills. I actually don't feel like I'm alone here. Got goosebumps all over.
While touring the maze, Dan still feels like he's not alone.
I feel like I'm being followed. Just keep going.
He asks any spirits to come forward.
If there's a presence on this side with me, can you come forward and make this device in my hand flash? All you have to do is come near it. Thank you.
As he starts to sense someone near, the K2 kicks off.
Hello? Whoa, K2's going crazy in my hand here. Somebody stood here with me?
He later sets up a REM pod, and the spirit is eager to communicate.
If you're okay with me being here... Wow. Thank you. Can you step away from that, please? Thank you.
When Dan asks if the spirit is male or female, it responds,
If you're female, can you touch it? If you're male, can you touch it?
He asks more questions and receives some answers.
Did something bad happen here? Wow, guys. I'm in the woods at an abandoned film set.
Dan is interrupted by another spirit.
If you are a female spirit, thank you. K2 responded as well.
But harder to understand is what happened on this film set.
Did you used to work on this film set? K2 and Rempod. Wow. Was you an actor? Can you stop that, please? Was you an actor? Yes.
The female presence remains.
Is the female presence still with us? Thank you. Thank you. Can you step away, please? Thank you.
But it turns out she doesn't want Dan to stick around.
If you wish for me to leave... Wow, guys, look at that. If you want me to leave... Okay, no problem.
Dan respects her request. While we didn't get to the bottom of what happened on this film set, I think the spirit's responses were chilling. This is some active energy here, but it doesn't want to share its story yet. Number 4, Poltergeist Building. This building is teeming with poltergeists, and YouTuber Han Kardashler is about to face off with them. They throw the first punch as soon as he enters, and they don't let up. They continue as he moves around the building.
Şaka mı bu ya? Gassal. Uf. Oğlum nereden geliyor sesin? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
But he doesn't leave until they become more aggressive. What do you think? Would you stick around in here? I think there aren't many worse places to be. Number 3, Friend. This haunted home has a few surprises for YouTuber Eugene of Dark Mystic. A Steadicam captures this strange white mist appearing momentarily in a corner of the room. Another Steadicam captures an unexplained noise off camera, and on camera, some movement is detected. And lastly, an EVP. As Eugene is entering the room with the mist, it calls him Drug, which means friend in Russian.
Я, конечно, не знаю, как правильно, возможно ли вас вообще отсюда вытащить.
Although this may seem like a friendly ghost, I'd be wary that the spirit is being deceptive, and if its presence sticks with me after leaving, I think this footage could be haunted as well. Number 2, Paranormal Happenings. This family is getting no sleep. TikToker Paranormal Replay shares this scary video whose original source is YouTuber Ama Media Channel. A mother and her children are sleeping on the floor when this happens. The lady moves the toy as though she's used to these types of strange occurrences, but not long after, it starts to move again. And then an object is flung from the sink. That one finally scares her awake, but as she's just settling back in, she hears this. What sounds like a hairdryer wakes her up again, but the next disturbance wakes them all. Did you see it? At the end, peering around the corner. Is the ring girl behind it all? Whatever it is, I won't be going back to sleep tonight. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because I upload 4 new scary videos every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1. Witch Cemetery. What secrets does this witch's cemetery hold? Dennis of YouTube channel Dark Ghost Paranormal is about to find out. He first comes across this disturbing shelter guarded by cow skulls.
А вот это интересно, что такое?
He hears something nearby. He says voices are heard here.
Вот с этой штуки, вот с этой постройки доносятся какие-то голоса.
He sees a face in the structure.
Камера вижу, а так смотрю, нету ничего. Будто бы чье-то лицо. Вот, 2 глаза.
To me, this does look like a face, but it seems to be pareidolia. But later, he hears this through a paranormal device. Then he finds this unnerving collection of butterflies.
Открыл я просто, я не знаю, у меня дар речи пропал. Что самое странное, откуда здесь?
His paranormal device again relays this strange sound while in the body's presence.
О, блин, мне даже страшно двигаться. Я хочу отсюда убежать.
And again, this scary whistling noise is heard. The noise grows even more terrifying. A I don't think Dennis should stay here any longer. The butterflies would have sent me over the edge, but that last sound is even more unnerving. These are 5 scary videos you won't forget.